Hi there, my name is NetherYam, and today we're playing Factorio. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When we last left off, we were, boy, weren't we ever. We went ahead and upgraded one of our little iron plate factories, and that basically immediately cut off this iron plate factory because these are just hungry hippos here. So, I'd love to get to a point where we can have all of these be steel furnaces. But that's not happening yet. Like, what are we at right now? 100-ish. So, we've got enough to upgrade all of these, but we just do not have the input at all. So, my plan is to add a few more mining drills and redo all of these belts. So I think that's what we're going to do today, is basically redesign the belts so that I can have two of these balancers, one going into this side, one going into this side, and then that should hopefully get us a lot of the way there. So before we do that, though, somehow the car is up here, so great. Before we do that, I need, I'm gonna get some stuff, at least some stuff started, so that when the time comes to kick off more drilling platforms, more mining drills, then we will be ready for that. So, let's go ahead and get down here. Probably don't need those anymore. Whoa! All right, I guess we're going this way. Oh no, we're not going that way. Yeah, ooh, that was close. So let's get down here and we'll start some mining drills. I've got a little mining drill crafty thing. I really we gotta get. There's so much stuff we need. We got some, yeah, we have none. So what do we need here? We need green circuits, which I'm actually kind of okay on a little bit. I have some. Cool. And then we need just iron plates. Sweet. And then gears. 5 gears right here. Cool. And we'll do gears as well. Awesome. All right, that'll make us a few mining drills. I won't worry about that just yet. I just wanted to get that moving so that when we come back in a bit, there will be mining drills there. But we are probably going to be spending a fair amount of time on this, on the belt situation. I think what I'm going to do is essentially just destroy the whole thing, start from scratch, and hopefully come up with a design that is not too messy. First of all, this is bad. Boy, this is gonna be a nightmare. Let me make a few little boxes here just to put some junk in, cause we're just gonna start from here and start basically tearing this all apart. Cause it's okay. It's just sort of like, I feel like it's sort of unnecessarily complicated for what it's trying to do, which is just split these 4 belts in half. In half plus 1. This is the one weird that's where our trains get fuel from. That little fuel stop. So, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and start like dumping. Whoops. Oh, good. Is there a better way to do that? I mean, yes, there is. Open the chest manually and drop all your stuff in like that, but okay. So, kind of like this. I don't need to change this too much, I don't think. I kind of just want this to be a little tidier at the switch, right? So, probably what I'll do is, instead of instead of doing like little tangles, probably what I'll do is something like this, where they sort of separate from each other. Like that, maybe. So that we can put something like that. And that way these can go this way. Nope. Like that. And then these ones down here can come over to the smelters. So everything's gonna be broken for a minute. That is okay. Well, I guess it's not terribly broken at the moment, but and then I think what I'll do is I'll just put a splitter there. And then that's it. Cool. So that tidies that up a little bit, I think. Just sort of from a what the heck is happening over here kind of standpoint. And then I'm basically just gonna destroy this whole thing. Every little bit of it. Let me get rid of some junk here. I'm gonna tear all of this down, and we're just going to figure out how I want to do this, because it's always a little bit complicated, right? To get the coal coming in from one side, the iron coming in from another side, mixing them all together in a way that makes sense, and then having them go to these 8 inputs, in a way that's not too tangled. Obviously, it's just sort of inherently going to be tangled, but I just don't want it to be, too absurd. I like it to at least be like sensical when you like look at it, like you can look at it and be like, okay, I got it. I see what it's doing, why it's doing that, So at the very least, I want it to make sense, be sort of parsable. Okay, let's get all this out of here. I need like drones or something. Basically, I'm gonna take all of this down. Nom. Suppose I could have help with this. Just do this. No, bro. Focus. What that? Oh, wow. What? I don't know why I said what, as if I'm confused about what just happened, but... Oh, I didn't want that there. Alright, that was almost worse. Okay. Just get another random little temporary chest to dump stuff into. Okay. I say I don't want that balancer there, but maybe I do. I don't think I do, though. Because I think I'm going to tweak this a little bit to be... where was that guy? Here. I think we're going to sort of go... like a little bit more like over here. But I do need room to move around. I think I'm going to change this power up a little bit. Okay, well, first of all, there's no reason why we can't just do this. And then get rid of all these. And then I think I will... Oh, hi. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Put one of these here, just for that. And then this will come off from here. I might still have power everywhere. I do. Cool. Because now we've got power. Like, at one point, that was the only power connection. But now, Power down here connects to all this, and these sort of, I think... I actually don't know, but I think power kind of loops back up this way. Yeah. Here. And then around here. And then to here. And then through here. So it all kind of like loops back on itself. So that actually wasn't necessary at all. Cool. That certainly helps. Okay, let me actually confirm that before I start getting all proud of myself. I'm not seeing... Actually, I'd probably get a little... Oh, right. That's normal. That's normal. That's supposed to happen. I designed it like that. But yeah, looks good. Everything looks like it still has power. So, totally fine. All right. So, let's have them maybe... Let's see. It's not going to be like this. Let me tell you. I was illustrating what I would be doing. Oh, good. Just trying to figure out how I want to do this. But I think these belts are going to come in here. Do I want to balance both of them? Maybe I actually want to balance both of them. So if I do something like this, coal comes in here, iron comes in here. Then we can split. This can just come in. It's actually it doesn't even need to be split. I can actually just make it come in like this. Theoretically, maybe we'll split it if the volume is, if it's too saturated. But so this will be coal, this will be iron. So how is a good way of doing this? So obviously this would be easy, like this. But that's not gonna solve any problems for any of the other ones. Why don't I go... This will be this one. And then... Actually, maybe not mirrored like that. Maybe this. And then this one. Something like that. Like that, and then like that. Is that gonna be a problem? I mean, it is, but trying to think of sort of like what's the best way to I mean, maybe. And this can go up here. I don't love it. Don't love it. Like, I feel like there must be an easy way to do this, like a sort of like one little principle that just sort of like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I think just sort of like a little, you know? So maybe like from the inside out or whatever does make sense. Because then like, that can go like that, and then this just has to jump one thing. Problem is that I need me do that. No. That makes it worse. Okay. This makes sense, right? Although I suppose what I could do is like branch this off like that. And then have this go like this. Eh? Kind of awful. Kind of awful. It's so noodly. But I don't know if there's any way for me to get away from noodly trying to do this. Again, unless there is some sort of like, do this one weird trick and you won't have any noodly belts anymore. But I feel like there has to be something sort of repeating about this that will make sense to me. Like, maybe if I turn the corner here, if I do that, and then that, and then something like this, maybe? I don't know. Well, I'd say I don't hate it, but I do. No, it's actually not that bad, maybe. Maybe. That's maybe the more sort of lesser noodly version. Ironically. It's not super not noodly. Pretty noodly, but yeah, that's pretty noodly, but it is a thing. It does technically work. Oh wait, we could do, I forgot, let's see, let's make this slightly less noodly. We can make this slightly less noodly by coming out straight here and what? Oh no, yeah, I want that here. Nope. Just a ghost for now, please. Slightly less noodly. Maybe. Or maybe more noodly. Anyway, I kind of like it. There's a lot happening. But I think it technically works. So, let's see if we can't put this together and see if it makes any sense. Any kind of sense whatsoever. In terms of, we'll know pretty quick once we put the coal on it, whether or not it, sort of goes to the right place. If the belts are sort of, mixing correctly, you know what I mean? So we do this, and then that. that. Oh, right. There. So, theoretically... Yes. Theoretically, all these belts should now... yeah. Okay. I did it sort of subconsciously, but I realized that I'd want to keep coal on the sort of left, quote unquote, the left side of the belt, and it seems like I did. I didn't really think to do that, but that is what I did. So, but that doesn't seem to be working. We got 4 belts here with coal on the left. Huzzah. All right. It is a little messy, but it is a thing. I can kind of get my head around it, sort of. And it does what I needed to do, which is mix a little tangle of belts together in a sort of a weird, wacky way. All right. So we'll do this. We'll do. Oh, don't get weird. That's weird. Just gonna go ahead and put those put those where they belong before I start messing with anything else. Okay, lovely. Now what I'm gonna do is essentially disassemble a fair bit of this as well. Although I might put more mining drills here, but we will cross that bridge when we destroy it. So for now, all I want are these to come in. Oh boy. Like that. Let's see if this can even remotely handle this amount of stuff. It probably can't. I guess 3 to 4 doesn't make it more dense, it makes it less dense. So, should be okay. All right, so that's now 3 belts going into this instead of 2. Right? Does that sound right? Is that gonna be enough? Probably not. But I guess we'll find out. The answer certainly does seem to be no, but they are a little denser. Like that one got some. Okay. It's not nothing. Obviously, there was a little bit of a saturation period, right, where they were empty, so they were happily grabbing everything that came past them. So yes, it is better. It is not. Well, some of these guys at the end are getting iron. Okay. Okay. Maybe. The answer is a definite maybe. Actually, yeah, I think kinda. Now, can it support these being steel furnaces? That's a totally different story. But the fact that it can support them being regular furnaces after these hungry steel furnaces is pretty nice, you know? It's pretty what's the word I'm thinking of? Inspiring? No, that's not right. It's pretty encouraging. Yeah. Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, I know. I know everything's full everywhere, always. But maybe just, you know, for fun. Okay, so I'm gonna basically do the exact same thing here. I grab this and I put this in place here. And then we connect it all up. And this is basically gonna have the exact same thing, but it's going to be these 3 belts. So obviously we gotta build this. Those 3 belts of iron going in here, and then this belt of coal coming into there. Seems good. All right. I'm gonna need some stuff. I'm a little out of stuff. So let's go get some stuff. And hopefully actually get some get some improvement here. We'll see if I can actually get the... I keep wanting to say jet furnaces. The steel furnaces. We'll see if I can get those actually in place. How many am I going to need? 36. Cool. Fun times. Get a few of those, and then we'll snag. We can just get those. Okay, hopefully that will make probably another 20. Oh, right, I forgot I set. This was off camera. I just went ahead and made a little belt from my green circuit factory just straight up here so I could come in here and snag a little chunk of green circuits if I need them, which I often do. So, rails I'm not concerned about. I just need a few more of these guys. We're gonna need a few more of these guys. Oh, fantastic. That was fast. Lovely. So, plenty of drills, plenty of belts. We're gonna need more undergroundies. We're gonna need more splitters. Actually, we have a fair number of splitters. And I'm not crafting any of these things, am I? Right? Why would I be? It's been the bane of my existence ever since we started this entire playthrough. Just get a ton of those so I can fire off a fair number of undergroundies. All right. But I think we're good. I think we have more or less what we need to make this happen. So, drilling, mining drills. I don't really call them drilling platforms, but they're mining drills. I guess that's from my Subnautica playthrough. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and load these up. Oh boy, not there. Just like so. How? How did I mess that up so immediately and so drastically? Sweet. Okay, and then get some power cooking to these guys. All right, and then belts. Whoop. And there we go. Okay, sweet. So these should be more or less the same. I don't have a belt there. How did I not get a belt there? Whoops. I think these are even a little taller, but basically should have about 3 belts worth. Okay, so let me go ahead and put these together. Hopefully, oh boy. Just instantaneous. I touch it for the first time ever, and it's like, whoop, broke it. I broke it. Okay, we're just gonna and boop and lovely. All right, belts. We're just gonna go like this. We're just gonna start from the point where they combine. Sort of visually help me get these. And whoop! I like that. There, like that. Nope. Oh man, I really wish splitters weren't quite so easy to get rid of. I wish there was a like a setting or something where you could be like, don't destroy. What was that there? Don't destroy splitters. On replacing them? I don't know. There's probably a very good reason for that, and there's probably going to come a circumstance in which I'm very glad that I can do that. But right now, the thing that I do nonstop is just accidentally override my splitters. So okay, yes. I think that is complete as one can get in this economy. Okay, let's go ahead and connect this to this. We're gonna connect this to this, and we're gonna connect this. Whoop! Lost it. Come on. There we go. Sometimes I get a little excitable with my R key. All right, and then last but not least, we're gonna bring this guy over in this direction. I'll leave a little space just in case I do want to break these out a little bit and like split. Instead of having one coal belt going into this, having like two, you know, just sort of like, I guess I could do that here, right? And have this go into like this. I don't think it makes any difference whatsoever, but you know, I don't know if I find that there's some sort of bottleneck with this, but I don't think so. I don't think we use enough coal for that to be really relevant. I don't think these guys go through coal that quickly, all things considered. So the coal is not the problem. It's the iron. All right, sweet. And then just real quick, since we are here and since we are so close to having this thing up and running, I am going to build a few more of those as we go over to oh god, I thought I was gonna get through that without hitting any trees. Boy, that was ambitious. Whoa. Okay, that might have been partly me not really needing to do that. I might have gotten a little bit overzealous there, but oh cool, that's full. That's what I like to see. All right, 2 stacks ought to do it. 'Cause I think, whoa. Oh, it's gonna get worse and worse. You know, the close calls are just gonna get more and more frequent, because as we get more and more trains and more tracks, it's gonna start getting kind of wild. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use nah, I won't. I was gonna use my little upgrade planner, but there's too many random bits of ghost stuff and, you know, brick, concrete paths and stuff. All right, we will see. We will see. But here is hoping that we can actually support this. Let's find out. Let's kick this off, and then it would be nice someday when I don't have just weird random ghosts of paths and stuff just lying around all the time, all over the place. Look at this. Look at this. It's not something you see every day on this channel, is it? And how we doing? I mean, probably gonna take it's gonna take a minute for everything to sort of catch up with itself and catch up with this new production speed. This is gonna get really brutal. Woo! I like it though. But so far so good. Doesn't seem like we're hemorrhaging iron. Cause like this is moving. Seems to be moving at a more or less constant rate, which I feel like means we're kind of at the moment. Like nothing seems to be like pausing or anything. We might be at a stable point here, which hopefully means that this is what we're gonna get now for a while, until that iron node is gone. But yeah, okay. Look, I like seeing thousands in these chests, that's for sure. But yeah, I like this. We can always, you know, do things to maybe make this go faster. I mean, these are the fast inserters. I don't think at the current level, not that I have red circuits anyway, but I don't think at the current level the stack inserters are going to be faster? Really? I don't know. Because the stack size is only 4, which, you know, I don't feel like is particularly powerful. But, so I don't know. But at some point, the stack inserters will probably become much more useful. But yeah, look at this. I'm pretty happy with this. I honestly didn't think this was going to work even this well. Remains to be seen. Maybe we just haven't caught up, but looks okay to me. Looks like we're getting at least sort of constant iron. These guys aren't really slowing down. Getting a nice bit of output here. My only concern is that this is a little too saturated, but that doesn't seem to be the case. There's constant movement here. These guys don't seem to be like having to wait to put an iron down, or at least not for very long. This guy looks like he maybe waits a second, you know, before he can find a space. But it doesn't seem too crazy. So yeah, not bad. We'll see. We'll see if it continues to be not bad, and if this will actually make any marketable difference on things like iron gear production, right? Like, will this mean more gears coming in? I hope so, because I hope that when the trains land here to pick up iron plates, they will be able to wait the full 60 seconds instead of like the chests running out and then the train being like, well, no more, I'm out of here, you know. So hopefully they'll end up with more plates in their inventories, which means there will be more plates to drop off at stations like this, which hopefully means more gear production. Anyway, I think it's gonna have to do it for this episode. When I come back with more Factorio, we'll move on. I think we're good. I think again, here's me in my optimistic stage. I think everything is okay for now, and I think that this has become a more or less successful iron smelting production for what I'm doing, and for the space I have, and for the iron that I'm currently working on. And the belts and things, maybe when we upgrade these belts, we'll have to change things again. But for now, I think that's okay. And so now, I think one of the more pressing matters for me is just starting to get some of the things I use on a regular basis automated, and maybe figuring out a spot where I can start to bring things to pick up, right? So instead of going back here to pick up undergroundies and rails and belts and all that stuff, really try to sort of get rid of this area and maybe we'll make a little square here, and this won't be factories. It'll just be where I go to get all of my stuff. This will sort of become the central hub of this entire base, and we will build sort of around that. And this will be where I drop thing, you know, like I'll start to make, you know, we have rails, or we will have rails soon. We've got belts, we've got, you know, inserters, we've got things like that. And so we'll start automating more of these things and having some setup. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that yet, but some setup for bringing them here. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Maybe we'll have a sort of a sushi train, a train that doesn't really care what's in its cars, and then we'll sort stuff here, right? It'll just drop off all sorts of junk, and those will get sorted into various crates and areas and stuff. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But anyway, that was gonna do it. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again, and I hope you have an incredible day. Okay, bye.
Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.